Looking like we are here. I just have to find us. I think that's us from today, right? June 23rd. That is us. The link is going out right now. And then we'll get over to the page. So today is June 23rd, and our prompt is once in a blue moon and petal. I don't know how we're going to put those together. Probably not. Or I could do a flower and a moon, but I don't know. We shall just have to see. All right, so we're here. We shall just have to. I don't need to hear me. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Terry. Yeah, you're welcome. And Lita. Diane. Hey. Diane, thanks again for the goodies. My bunny lights. They're going in the trailer, I think. Not sure. Who else is here? Lita. I said Lita. Leslie. No, Lita. It's Lita, not Leslie. Well, anyway, hi. Welcome to the morning. Good morning. Yeah. We're gonna do some shameless plugging and a little conversation, and then we'll get started, right? So our newest prompts from the Index Card a Day group are ready for this week. So today's the 23rd, so we have petal, which we can add into our prompts if we want. We don't have to, or we can just use these. Or guess what? It's a free country still. You can do whatever you want. So the 24th is gemstone. The 25th is licorice and lollipops. 26th is fog. 27 is pink. And 28 is dinosaur. So then let's look at ours. So 23rd is petal and once in a blue moon. That's today. Happens to be my favorite Nancy Griffith song. So if you would like to look that up as we're drawing and play along, it's called Once in a Very Blue Moon by Nancy Griffith. The 24th is Beat Around the Bush and Gemstones, which is kind of fun. The 25th is Spill the Beans and Licorice and Lollipops. Ugh, what a gross combo. The 26th is Out of the Frying Pan and Into the Fire with fog. 27th is Up a Creek Without a Paddle, one of my favorite idioms. And pink, so we will definitely have to incorporate pink into that one. And then the 28th, which is a Saturday, is Take It with a Grain of Salt and Dinosaur. So you can do those if you like. This last weekend, our prompts were Give Him the Cold Shoulder, which I did not do, and Break a Leg, which I also did not do. I was busy. What can I say? So that's where we are with prompts. Now, here's the deal. Isn't there always a deal? So, Journal Play Day is coming up this Saturday, June 28th. Journal Play Day is a great investment in yourself, a great investment because it doesn't cost a whole lot and it's super fun, super challenging, and I don't know, I love it. So here's the thing. It's June 28th. I'm not going to get to the thing yet. It's June 28th. This is our 18th quarter. It's time to sign up now. Um, You get to make a new journal each month. You get 1 to 3 new pieces of art from me each month, and you get a new tip or trick each month. And I have a super fun tip and trick this month. I have a super fun tip and a trick. Um, it's $25 for the 3 months, which guess what, you guys? That makes it $8.33 a month. And did I not go get the other piece of, I'm gonna run downstairs. I want the last piece of artwork here. Hang on. I'm coming. Here I come. I'm so sorry. Okay. So let me show you the artwork. You get this piece in black and white and in color, which is your collage element piece for the month. So you can cut these out and use them as border strips. It's like printable washi tape. That's what we'll call it. And then you get all these cute summer doodly doos from me. Sorry, I ran up the stairs. And this sheet comes in black and white and in color. So if you don't like my colors, it doesn't upset me. So go ahead and do your own. You get this one, which only comes in color because it is color. It's waves, and I love it. You get this one, which is a summer plaid, and it goes really nicely with the newest one that I did, which is a summer stripe. How cool is that one? I love it. And then those both go really good with the watermelon. So there's watermelon, summer plaid, summer stripe, and this one, which all coordinate very nicely. This one's a little odd. So, two things. I'm pretty sure this one will go over into August. I think August is going to be a water and sun month. So, like land and sky. I don't know what you call that. Ocean and air. I don't know. But anyway, these all coordinated really nicely. And then I threw this one in there. So use whichever ones you want, but it's super fun. And this one came out really good. I love how it came out. I wish it was ready when I made my paper pads, but it's not. All right, so now here's the thing. The thing is that my father-in-law is not doing well. He is in Utah, and I think we're going to have to go there tomorrow. I will know later today. If we do have to go tomorrow, my plan is I don't have a plan. I'll think of it later today, but there will probably be no journal play day on Saturday because he has no internet. I'm going to look up and see if there's a cafe. I mean, he's in the middle of Zion Canyon, Zion National Park, and Bryce National Park. There's not much in between, but I might be able to find a place to get internet, or I'm gonna tomorrow stay awake. I mean, tonight stay awake, and I'm going to do a recorded version of Journal Play Day. I haven't decided yet. If you are in Journal Play Day, don't worry, it will still happen. It just may not happen the way it normally does on the 28th. I don't know what, I don't know yet. It's Journal Play Day on the 28th, right? Now, here's the other problem. The other problem is book club is also this weekend. Where's my book club flyer? Book club is the 27th. Is that right? Yeah, book club is the 27th. So I'm going to have to figure out Friday and Saturday. Book club I will reschedule, I think. But journal play day, I want to figure out how to, give it to you guys this week. But my father-in-law really needs us. It's not that he's sick, you guys. It's that he's old and getting dementia and still driving his car. And I think we have to go and have an intervention. That's the God's honest truth. Don't you love that statement, God's honest truth? I kind of do. So book club will probably be rescheduled to the following week. We'll just do it a little later. So the way book club works, I told you about Journal Play Day. Sign up now. Now. Sign up now for Journal Play Day, because even if I'm not here, or even if I am here, everything gets recorded and you can watch it anytime you want. So if you're not available this Saturday, like I'm not going to be available this Saturday, then you watch it another time and you put your journal together at that time. When Facebook takes the videos down, my friend Linda is my alert system, and she tells me those videos are not there anymore, and I put them back up. It's super simple. It's really nice that I get to be able to put them back up. So then we have book club. Hold on. Book club is coming, our July sessions, but we haven't finished June yet. You get, in the 6th session, you get 4 months. You get 4 months. So we review a new book each month. We play in the No Excuses art journaling book each month, and we make a project or learn a new technique each month. So this month, our book, and I'm super excited to work in it, it's called Delight in the Details by Lisa Pace. So this is the book that we will be doing for July, which will be next week, right? Not this week. Is that right? I'm so lost. Hold on, let's look. Or this is for June. Oh my gosh, I don't know anymore. Yeah, this is the June book. So this is what what we're going to do on June 27th. But we'll just change that probably if I have to go to Utah. So, family first, doodling second. So, yeah. So we'll probably do this one next week if we have to go to Utah. Don't worry. I will post this all in all of the groups so you don't have to worry about a thing. And then I won't worry. You won't worry. The dogs won't worry. Everybody's going to be good. But the way this one works is we review a new book each month. This is the book for June, The Delight in the Details. The book for July is really off kilter, and I'm super excited to try it out, because I've been wanting to try out a book that isn't really related to an actual how-to type of book. This one is beyond beautiful. It got me through the pandemic. Look at, I think everyone is just trying to get home, said the mole. It's just beautiful. It's by Charlie Mackesy, Mackesy, I think. And this book came out in the pandemic, and we're going to use this book for our book club. You don't have to read it. You don't have to buy it. Although I could tell you what, you won't be sorry if you buy this book because it's fabulous. But we're going to be inspired by this book, just as we will be inspired by the Delight in the Details book. Then, if that's not enough, we will be coming up with the No Excuses art journaling book, which is the first week of July, right? There'll probably be July 4th or something, and then we won't do that one either, but we'll figure it out. And the way this works is this book is geared for months at a time. So we will be working in the month of July, wherever it is, July. And we do prompts and things that this gal, Gina Rossi Armfield, told us to do in this book. So it's kind of a bonus. This is kind of a bonus for the month of the book club. Because the normal book club, we just get a new book each month. This we've been working on since November, so kind of a bonus. Guess what? It's time to share a little secret. So my son and I have been working super hard on getting these paper packs ready. The first sample came in the mail. No and no, and no, they are not available yet to purchase. There will be 3 pads. The first one is the Color Waves pad. The second one is all black and white. And the third one is Color Pop Girls. We didn't put any Color Pop Girls on our cover of this, but look at the cover. Look at, you can cut this out and use this. You can cut this out and use this. And there's nothing on the back. You could cut this out and use this. I mean, it's just so cute. So these are coming to the website. Not here yet, but I'm going to give you a little preview. These are printed on super thick, probably 80-pound cardstock. I thought it was thicker, but it's not. So they're double-sided, do you see? So you get this one and this one, 2 sheets of this. So you're getting 2 sheets of each one, right? Then you get this one and this one. It's picking up a sheen because these are printed digitally. All right, let's just come clean. These are printed in America, in Georgia. So they print them on a laser printer. That's a big fancy laser printer. There's no way you could get away from the sheen, but they're not shiny really. They're more matte finish, but they do pick up a sheen from my light. So you get this one, 2 sheets. You get this one, 2 sheets. This one and this one. You get this one, 2 sheets, because I ran out of, I don't know why there's this one on the back of it, but there is. Then you get a blue and a blue, this really deep, amazing royal blue, which looks beautiful with this one as well. But we put it with this periwinkle purpley one, beautiful, right? Then this green one with this green and aqua. Isn't that so pretty? So see, they're double-sided. Then this green one, which is on book pages, and this green one, and they are different greens, believe it or not. See, they are different. Okay, then you get a yellow and a yellow. Love this one. Then you get an orange and an orange. Those are really deep oranges. They're going to be beautiful in the fall. Then you get a pink, and I didn't have another pink one ready, so you get my wildflowers paper, which is my favorite paper that I've ever designed. I love it so much. So you get a pink and a wildflower. Then you get a red and a red. This is kind of a maroon burgundy red and a red circle thingy majiggy. Then you get a lighter red and a Christmas red. And you get 24 sheets. 24 sheets, right? 24 sheets in each pack. So that means in the color waves, you're going to get 24 sheets. In the black and white, you're going to get 24 sheets. And in the color pop girls, which also have girls, you're going to get 24 sheets. Okay? How freaking cool are these? And they don't come padded, they're packed. They're packed in a little cellophane bag. So get ready. These are coming from America, from Georgia. Pretty excited, right? The washi tape is coming from China, so it's on a slow boat. So maybe another few months for that, but I have no idea when. All right, then last but not least, I'm just going to talk about new pens I got. These are new pens from Lottie Dottie. You can go to lottiedottie.com. I'm not going to play with them today because they're not really for what we're doing today, but I'll show you because they're super cool. They look like this. They feel so freaking good in your hands. They are click gel pens. They came with a plastic wax coating on the tip. So they are very wet, very juicy. Here's my least favorite word, very moist. And they're creamy. Oh, put all those together. Juicy, moist, wet, creamy. They are all of those things. Believe it or not, they are like butter. And I love them. And the colors are beyond, they're beyond. They're just amazing. Look at them. And I just bought the rest of the packs because they make several packs. But look at the greens. They're so beautiful. So I have become a spokesmodel for Lottie Dottie. Not really. I just love them. So if and you want to get these, you can go to Lottie, Loddie, Dottie, DODDIE.com. Tell them Lindsay sent you. Not that I get a penny or a free pen, but still tell them Lindsay sent you. They're really super great pens. You won't be sorry. And they're like $12 or $14 a set, right? Loddydotty.com. All right. Just wanted to do my little shout out to my new favorite pen. Here we go. All right. Today our prompt is once in a very blue moon. Actually, our prompt is once in a blue moon, but not for me. It is once in a very blue moon. So we need a moon. Well, I think we'll go this way. No, we'll go this way. So we're going to make a moon out of some washi tape. There's our moon. Oh, let's come down. Sorry. Can you see it now? This card should go fairly quickly because we are just using blues for our background and the moon, which is whitish, grayish, blackish, bluish. And the reason this is a such a rare occurrence is because it doesn't happen very often, you know, because it's once in a very blue moon. And if you want, you can go to Nancy Griffith and listen to her song called Once in a Very Blue Moon. It's my very favorite. And I love it. So I'm just going around the moon with some blue. Oh, and a little purple. And we're just going to fill in our card with blue. And then we'll write on top of it. Is that purple? That's not blue. All my blue paints fell the other day. And I used to know what was in what area of the tray, but I don't anymore. Fireplane. I hear a fireplane. I don't like that at all. Oh, look at that. That's super cool. Look at that one. Anyway, did you guys have a good weekend? We did. Dogs are doing well. Brent's doing well. Today I have a physical at my doctor. And everything's good. I mean, I got nothing really to complain about today. I don't know if that'll continue once I get my physical. You never know. I'm just going through as many blues as possible. Oh, that's a cool one, right? And floating them. Thank you, Carmen, for posting. Oops, that's purple again. Oh, well, we'll just leave it. Posting the Lottie Dottie people. They're so nice. I mean, I messaged them on Instagram to get a donation for the retreat that we're doing, and the guy messaged me back in like a minute and a half. That's how you do business. Some big companies just don't even respond to my message request. But, you know, it's how they do their business. Kind of love this. Do you guys love this? I'm trying to make it kind of float to the edges here, but leaving a white edge rather than like sometimes we do the color on the edge. Uh-oh. Oh, I smeared it right there. Oh, well. What's going to happen? Police are coming to yell at me for smearing my color. Whoops. I messed up the bottom now too. It's still okay, Lindsay. Oh, look at that blue. It's beauty. I think we'll add some of that into up here. It's just really dark and nice. Get a little darker up top here. So, anything else new? We went to Lake Tahoe yesterday. Did you guys see what happened in Lake Tahoe the day before yesterday? We were going to rent a boat in Lake Tahoe, and thank goodness that we did not. Hold on, I'm going to float. I'm going to run this color down. Look how cool that is. There's a lot of water there, so we're just going to run this down. And then we're going to run this over this way. Anyway, there was a freakish storm in Lake Tahoe where the wind and thunder came up out of not really nowhere. I mean, there's always thunderheads up there, but they weren't expecting it, and a boat capsized with 10 people in it. 6 of them drowned, and 2 of them are still missing. It's very sad and scary. And we were going to rent a boat, and then we changed our mind because of that freak storm the day before. So we did not rent a boat. And it was a beautiful day. We could have rented a boat, honestly. Really want this to go. Trying to even this out a bit, and it is playing havoc. It is not evening out. It's a lot of water down there. A lot of water and paint. And at the top. You can see it running. So anyway, we had a beautiful lunch at a really nice, not fancy, but an outdoor restaurant. And then we hung out on the beach. It was lovely. And my mother-in-law, who doesn't go outside, got sunburnt because she wouldn't move away from the sun because she says she never gets sun. And I kept telling her, put on sunscreen. We all kept telling her, put on sunscreen, and she would not. So she's sunburnt today. She wouldn't wear a hat. She wouldn't let us get her an umbrella. Oh no. Ah, hold tight. I got a blue dot in my blue moon. Oh well. It's gonna be blue anyway. Um, she would not wear a hat. Nothing. And it was overcast. So, you know, when it's overcast and you're high altitude, it fools you. You don't think you're gonna get sunburned, but she did. And we all would have had we not had sunscreen or a hat or shade of some kind. This is a very cool card. It's looking really pretty. Yeah. So that was our weekend. Anybody do anything fun this weekend that you want to share with the class? All right. So here's a new thing I've been doing. Do you see this dirty water? It's blue, right? I'm just going to take the dirty water and I'm going to put some dots in here and kind of make it a moon looking thing, but just dirty water moon. It's my new favorite thing to do is using the dirty water. Now, if I wanted to, I could add a little other color to this brush and kind of wipe it off and add that into my dots to make it a little darker. Do you see what I did there? Do you see what I did there? And then I can come in with that dark and go back to my dirty water and kind of just fill in up here to make it not look as dotty. Do you see my blue moon starting to appear? I think we'll do a little darker blues. This I think is purple, but we'll add some of that in to the wet. Do you see how I added it to the wet there? On Saturday, I kitted up, no kitting, I kitted up a bunch of stuff for the retreat. Super excited about it. Oh, black. Black can be overwhelming sometimes. And you see how it's kind of starting to look like a moon? I mean, you don't want anything really dark in here because you want it to still look blue. But let's dry it and then we'll add some. Shari says Lake Tahoe is one of the most scary, beautiful places in our country. You're lucky to live close. Yeah, I love it. We love it. I've only been on a boat there in the middle of the lake twice, I think. Maybe once. I went on that riverboat that they have up there one time. I honestly didn't like it because the lake is so deep. It's the deepest lake, right? Is that right? I can't remember. Oops, that's very deep blue. Well, anyway. Do you guys know where the phrase once in a blue moon came from? Hold on, I got some really dark blues here I got to start getting rid of. It came from the 1500s, and I'll tell you in a sec. Just gonna play with this color a little bit. I think I like it. I was gonna read it to you. Hold on while I'm drying this. Blue moons are best known from the phrase once in a blue moon, which means extremely rare. The first recorded use of this idiomatic phrase is an anti-clerical flyer. What's clerical? Anti-clerical. Isn't that like a secretary? Published in 1528 by William Roy and Jeremy Barlow in reference to the clerical corruptions. One said, oh no, the clerical is about the church. Wait, what does that say? I got to click on it to open it further. Oh, churchmen are wily foxes. Ye, they say the moon is blue. We must believe that it is true. Oh, admittage their interperception. I don't know. The context is not 100% clear, mainly because it's in broken old English. But a number of websites interpret this as a reference to the priests who required laymen to believe in their statements, regardless of how false they were. That's kind of funny. Well, that's where it came from. Clerical, clergy-ish peoples. Okay, now I'm just going and smoothing out my edges a little. And adding just a little more blue in here so it doesn't look like I have a line. It's looking pretty good as moons go. But you see, I didn't just color the whole thing with the dirty water. I'm like pouncing. And I'm pouncing on the outside to kind of bring some of the darker blue in. You can hear the pouncing of the brush. I think that's good. I do. I like it. All right, so that's where the blue moon came from. Rebecca says, yes, according to Google, Crater Lake is the deepest in the US. Oh, the deepest lake in the entire world is in Bali. No thanks. Linda said, I had an open desk party for my top referring clients all day yesterday. Sunflower theme with goodie bags and beautiful sunflower cookies made by our local baker. It was quite a success. I have moved into my own private office. Woo! In my own room, so I wanted to show the digs. It's fun being surrounded by my favorite people. That's really cool, Linda. Okay, so there's my moon. I'm happy with it. All right, now, and I love this card. The colors of the blues came out really nicely. I think me thinks me wants to do some black around the edge. So I guess we'll use this. I don't want a lot of black. I just want that thin line of black that you can barely see. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, so I got my black line around my edge. I'm happy with that. I can put my watercolors away. Now I have to think to myself, how do I want this to read? I wanted to say Once in a Very Blue Moon because that's my favorite song. And even though that's not exactly the idiom, it's mine and I like it. I found a letter in my mailbox today. It was just asking if I was okay. I'm not singing well today, so I guess I'll stop. Not once in a very blue moon, just once in a very blue moon. Just once in a very blue moon. And I see one coming up soon. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Where's my lines? Oh, there. I have a big dog under me. Oh, whenever I write the word very, it always looks wrong. Does it look wrong to you? It always looks wrong to me. Weird. There's a blue moon shining when I am reminded of all we've been through. Such a blue moon shining. Does it ever shine down on you? The dog hates it when I sing. Hates. Singing and dancing, the dog does not like. I really think that she used to be a dancer, like not just any dancer. We say she was a go-go dancer. That's what my husband and I say about the dog. We say she was a barfly, a go-go dancer. Wow, that's pretty. Everything needs to be thickened up, but it's really pretty. Um, we say she was the girl that got to the bar at 7 in the morning. Have I told you about the bar that was next to my store when I had my store? It was called the Barroo. And I was really good friends with the bartender. And I'll start by telling you his story. His name was Don, the bartender. Never knew his last name. There were two apartments above my store and then two stores below. So the one store was mine and the other store was the Barroo bar. And the Barroo had been there since the early 30s, 40s. whatever it is, I'm making it up now because I can't remember. But Don the bartender just got out of World War II and he took a bus to Montrose. I can't even tell you why he took a bus there, but he did. And he got off and he went to get a drink in the bar room and he never left. I kid you not. So Don the bartender was at the bar room from the 30s or 40s. When was the end of World War II? 40s, until I had my store in the early 1980s. And he had a collection. This is before the internet. He had a collection of encyclopedias, dictionaries, trivia books, all at the bar because he wanted to break up fights. You know, like if a guy said, "Oh, you know, D-Day was on this day and whatever year," he would grab the dictionary or the encyclopedia and he would break up the fight. He was the coolest man. He was so smart, but he just had had enough because of the war. So he really didn't want to. He didn't want to do anything else except hang out at the bar. He wasn't an alcoholic. He didn't hardly even drink, but he poured a good drink for everybody else. So, before my store was my store, it was a shoe store. And the man who owned the shoe store, boy, I wish I could remember his name now. I can't. He was a drunk. He drank all day long, apparently. I never met him because he died. And then the shoe store became available, so I rented it as my paper rabbit store. When we went in to do the rebuild of the store, let me show you a picture. I'll draw you a picture. Hold on. He had shelves like this. Do you remember these shelves? And within these shelves were shoe boxes, right? And they'd be stacked in the back room, and you'd say, "I need a size 10." And then they'd go get you a size 10 and they'd have to get the 10 off the top shelf because this was the 9 and the 8. Do you know what I mean? So he would pull the boxes out. He also was a tobacco chewer. So he'd pull the box out and spit the tobacco behind that box. Do you know what I'm talking about? Spitting tobacco like that. So everywhere when we took this shelf down, there was like a little circle of tobacco spit. But here's the cool thing. On one of them, there was a hole. And when we opened up this whole thing, this hole went through to the bar. So this man could have his drinks pass through this hole in the wall. It was a brick and concrete wall, like so thick. But his drinks could get passed through there so the man could drink all day long in his shoe store without ever having to leave. Funny, right? So we kept that hole there from the bar so that we could see through to the bar. And then at Christmas time, when all the girls, because we did personalizing on the ornaments and Christmas presents for every child in town, I'm pretty sure, like lunch boxes that we painted on and picture frames for families and clipboards, so many personalizable items that we painted on, but mainly ornaments. And so we took thousands of orders for ornaments. I can't even tell you how many. And at one point, I had 22 girls working there. Most of them were underage. I'm just going to tell you that much. So if you want to arrest me now, call the authorities. And we would work. I didn't mandatorily make anybody work until 3 o'clock in the morning, but there were a lot of mornings when we just had to catch up. And I would say, "Who wants to work tonight?" And the most fun I ever had in my life was painting and getting me a beer or a tequila sunrise or a whatever, um, and then continuing to paint. Because let me tell you, you know how rock and roll musicians say they were their most creative when they were doing drugs? Well, I never did drugs. So I did have me a nice drink or two when I was painting, and the girls that worked for me did the same thing. We would all just run a tab, and they would pass us beers and stuff through the walls of the store. Thank you to the shoe store guy. Why can't I remember the name of the shoe store? Mad at myself. Well, anyway, that's the deal. The truth has been given. No more hiding. Let's see which one has more paint. This one. These all need to be replaced pretty much, but yeah, this one's doing good. All right, so we're gonna do lines from the moon. Anyway, that's the story of my store, the hidden gems within the store. And they always rented the spaces upstairs, the apartments, to drunk people. So they had bathtubs, not showers. So I'd be in the store early in the morning, some mornings, like 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And all of a sudden, there would be a flood of water because these drunk people would fall asleep in their bathtubs. And I never called the authorities. You just go upstairs and knock on the door and make sure everybody's alive. So there were I think there were four apartments actually. Don had the front apartment, and he rarely fell asleep in his apartment, in his bathtub. But other drunk people that rented these apartments later on, different times, they'd come and go. Um, they would fall asleep in the bathtub all the time. All the time. And then the water would come through the acoustic tile ceiling. And guess where it landed? You got it, in my store, on top of scrapbooking paper, on top of greeting cards. We had so much merchandise lost. And the landlord was always really good, Peter Marguglio. He would let us deduct it from our rent. He'd just tell me how much was lost this time, because he just really couldn't do anything about the people drinking and falling asleep in their bathtubs. So yeah. Has anyone ordered from? I have. I've ordered from Lottie Dottie on their website. Is that what you're asking? I have. You can message me later. I don't know what to tell you right now, because I guess I missed a conversation in there telling my story about my drunk people living above my store. Please, if you guys do order from Lottie Dottie, if you get those pens, just please tell them that I told you about them, because someday some company's going to let me become a real spokesmodel for their product. Could be them, you never know. What else can I tell you about? That was a fun story to tell. I haven't thought about it in a really long time. Oh, that's going to be hard to get. There we go. So it looks like a trip to Utah is in our future tomorrow. We'll see. I had to change the date of the guy coming to help us train the dogs. He was coming tomorrow. Now that's probably not going to happen. But the only good news is that we're going to drive through Tonopah, Nevada. Do you know where that is? And my favorite song in the world is why can't I think of the name? Willin' by Little Feat, and Linda Ronstadt did it also. And she sings, I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari to Hatchetby to Tonopah. And I've been to Tucson, Tucumcari, and Tehachapi, but I haven't been to Tonopah. So I want to go to Tonopah just because it's my favorite song ever. And then I can say I've been to all those places in the song. Oh, Posca. What's that? Pamela, do you not want me to just talk and not stop? This is a Posca PC-1M. It is my favorite. All right, so let's get out some Lottie Dottie pens, shall we? Look at these colors, children. These are just the blues. And this is the first set. These are coastal colors. I could get them all out, but I'm not that nice. But these are just blues. Aren't they lovely? And this is just the Coastal Pens song. Linda says, you have more favorite songs than anybody I know. I know. Have I told you about my old boyfriend, Chuck, who's here on Facebook as Chet? We would go to the movies. The first movie he took me to was Alfred Hitchcock's Frenzy. Do you remember that movie? It was the Necktie Murders movie. I loved Alfred Hitchcock. I think that's what started me on true crime. Anyway, we came home from that movie and Chuck would bring me home and my parents would be there and they were like, "How was the movie?" And Chuck would go, "Oh my God, best movie I've ever seen." And then we'd go see another movie like not Misery. Wait Until Dark. Do you remember that with Audrey Hepburn? Oh my God. And Chuck would go, "Oh my God, Mr. and Mrs. Waltman, that's the best movie I ever saw." Every movie he saw was the best movie he ever saw. And guess who does that now? My daughter. Guess who used to do it? Me. My husband says that I talk a lot more now since I started talking to you guys. Well, really to nobody because there's nobody here. But he says sometimes I just don't stop and I don't shut up. And it's like his biggest complaint because I don't know when to stop anymore. Aren't these fun? They go on like butter. They are creamy and beautiful and vibrant in color. So I got the vivid color pack coming. I only bought one pack to begin with because I didn't know. So then I bought the other 3 packs of gel pens. And what this company is famous for is their chalk markers. And I spent a fortune on gel pens, so I can't even afford to buy the chalk markers yet. But they're just so fun. I don't know how. Wait Until Dark. Linda said, I loved Wait Until Dark. Do you remember that movie? It was so scary. If you want to watch a scary movie, watch Wait Until Dark. I think these are too light. Yeah. Let's try this one. That's too light. That's more of a green blue, but it's pretty. And it shows up, so we'll use it. Audrey Hepburn was blind in this movie. Man, it was good. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I want you to go watch it. If you've never seen Wait Until Dark, it's very scary. And then Play Misty for Me. Oh my God, Chuck loved Play Misty for Me. That's too light. I think we got to go back to these deep color ones. These almost write, I got to tell you, they're so weird. They almost write like a paint pen in the form of a pen. Do you know what I mean? They write just so smooth. I've never had a gel pen that I liked. Never. Oh my God, Linda says, I remember the refrigerator light the best. Linda, I just got chills. That was such a good movie. And then remember Play Misty for Me, the Clint Eastwood movie? Was that Clint Eastwood? Oh my God, Chuck loved that movie. And then the other movie that we saw that he loved was Rollerball with not Gene Hackman. What's the other guy's name from Ocean's 11? I don't remember. But he loved that one. And then Kansas City Bombers. That's who my dog was named after, Raquel Welch in Kansas City Bombers. So funny. The things we remember. I think this is too light, right? Even if I go over this, doesn't show up like a white, so no. I don't know. I think I'm done. I really do. I like it like this, and I don't want any dots in here or anything. Oh, but I did not erase the lines. I don't know if they'll erase. Careful, careful. We saw so many movies back then. I think that's why we saw so many movies. I wasn't going to tell this part of the story, but because I have diarrhea of the mouth today, I think he took me to so many movies because people made fun of me in high school for being Jewish, as I was in a very non-Jewish area, very, I don't even want to say, but anyway, I come to find out years later that that's why he never really called me his girlfriend, because all his other friends were embarrassed by the fact that he was going out with a Jewish girl. Things have changed. Thank you, God, that things have changed. Carol said, I just told Bill some of those pens are sold out. And he said, why? Because Lindsay said she likes them? I said, yep. Lindsay likes them and we have to have them. That's, I saw these from some other girl on Instagram, so I had to have them because she had to have them. All right, that's it. Let's write on the back. So today is June. Sorry, Bill. Carol, do not buy these pens. I don't want Bill mad at me. Once in a blue moon, just once in a very blue moon, just once. And the other one was petal, but we didn't do any petals. But I'll put it on the back there. That's it. I like it. I'm happy. I love the background. I'm really, really, really into these cool backgrounds lately. They make me super happy. So that's it, kids. Have a great day. What's tomorrow so I can think about it? Tomorrow is Beat Around the Bush. Oh, that's a good one. Once in a blue moon. We did that. And tomorrow is Beat Around the Bush. I'm not quite sure how to draw that, but we'll definitely get some cool bushes. So Lisa says, I keep thinking it's July already. I do too. And thank you, Sandy, for the prayers for my father-in-law. I will let you guys know if I'm not here. I will try to talk to Carmen and see if she's interested in doing any of these. It happened really quick. Otherwise, I might ask Carol Lee to help out this week. Otherwise, I just won't be here. I don't know. It's just too much. It's too much. I didn't even tell you guys about my mother-in-law falling twice this past week, and my father-in-law falling twice also this past week. It's too much. All right, you guys have a really good day. I love you. Thanks for watching. This was a fun one. Okay, bye.